The most dangerous betrayals in life don't come from your enemies. They come from the people you trust the most. Think about it for a moment. The deepest wounds you've ever felt, were they caused by strangers or by someone you never thought would hurt you? The truth is, we are always prepared for our enemies. We stay alert, we stay guarded. But when it comes to the people close to us, we let our guard down. And that is exactly where the damage begins. Centuries ago, Niccolò Machiavelli understood something about human nature that most people still ignore today. People are driven by self-interest. As long as it benefits them, they stay. The moment it doesn't, they change. This may sound harsh, but if you look back at your life, you'll realize something uncomfortable. The people who hurt you the most were never your enemies. They were the ones you trusted blindly. In this video, you'll discover 3 types of people who may already be in your life right now. They smile with you, they talk with you, they stand beside you. But silently, they are shaping your downfall. If you fail to recognize them in time, the cost won't just be emotional. It could change the direction of your entire life. So the question is, how do you recognize such people before they shape your downfall? How do you tell who truly stands with you and who is only pretending to? To understand that, you need to start with the first type, the one whose silence speaks louder than words. The first type of person you need to be careful of is the neutral one, the person who never takes a side, who always stays in the middle and says, "I don't want to get involved." At first, this person seems wise, calm, balanced. You may even think they avoid conflict, they are mature, but in reality, this is the most dangerous kind of person. According to Niccolò Machiavelli, a person who refuses to stand for anything will eventually fall for anything, because neutrality is not always peace. Sometimes it is fear, and sometimes it is strategy. When conflict arises, this person doesn't act. They observe, they wait, and watch who is going to win. And the moment they see strength, they quietly move toward it. Now imagine a situation. You're in a room. Someone disrespects you or takes credit for your hard work. Your close friend is right there, watching everything, but they say nothing. Later, they come to you and say, "I know you were right, but I didn't want to get involved." That silence is not harmless. It is a choice. A person who cannot stand beside you when it matters the most is not neutral. They are unreliable. And when the pressure increases, they won't protect you. They will protect themselves. Machiavelli believed an open enemy is far better than a silent ally, because an enemy shows their intention. You can prepare for it, but a silent person reveals their truth only when it's too late. And by then, the damage is already done. The second type of person you must stay away from is the flatterer, the one who always agrees with you, who supports everything you say and never questions your decisions. At first, it feels good. You feel understood, appreciated. You start believing, this person truly gets me. But that comfort is the beginning of the trap. Niccolò Machiavelli warned that the greatest danger to any person in power is not criticism, but flattery. Because criticism makes you aware, but flattery makes you blind. A flatterer doesn't tell you the truth, they tell you what you want to hear. If you're making a mistake, they won't stop you. Instead, they'll say, "You're absolutely right." If you're going down the wrong path, they won't question you. They'll encourage you to go even further. Why? Because they understand something about human nature. People love praise. They crave validation. They avoid discomfort. And a flatterer uses this to gain control. They feed your ego. They strengthen your illusions. And slowly, they disconnect you from reality. Now think about this. A real friend doesn't always agree with you. A real friend is willing to risk your anger to tell you the truth, but a flatterer? They will protect your feelings even if it destroys your future. That's why Machiavelli believed if you want to protect yourself, you must limit who is allowed to speak freely around you, because not everyone who praises you wants you to grow. Some just want you comfortable, confused, and easy to influence. So be careful, because the person who claps the loudest for you may be the one silently leading you in the wrong direction.
The third type of person is the most difficult to recognize because they don't appear dangerous. In fact, they seem like the kindest person you've ever met. They help you without being asked. They support you without expecting anything. At least that's what it looks like. They show up at the right time, solve your problems, and slowly become a part of your life. At first, it feels like a blessing. You think, this person genuinely cares about me, but this is where the trap begins. Niccolò Machiavelli believed that no favor in life is ever truly free. When someone helps you repeatedly, without any clear reason, they are not just helping you, they are investing in you. And every investment comes with an expectation of return. This is not a financial debt, it's a psychological one. In human behavior, this is known as the principle of reciprocity. When someone does something for you, you feel an internal pressure to return the favor. At first, it's small, almost invisible, but over time, it grows. They begin to understand your habits, your weaknesses, your emotional patterns, and slowly they gain influence over your decisions. Then one day, they ask for something in return, and you hesitate because deep down you know it doesn't feel right, but you still say yes. Not because you want to, but because you feel obligated. And that's the moment you lose control. Because now, your choices are no longer yours. They are shaped by the weight of everything they've done for you. Machiavelli saw this clearly. Kindness can also be a strategy, a way to build control without force. So be careful. Not every helping hand is meant to lift you. Some are placed there to slowly pull you under. Protect your independence, value your freedom, and never let someone's kindness become the reason you lose control over your own life.
Now, look at these three types of people together. The neutral one, who stays silent when it matters. The flatterer, who blinds you with sweet words. And the over-helpful one, who binds you with invisible chains. They all look different, they behave differently, but in the end, they lead to the same outcome. They weaken your judgment, they influence your decisions, and slowly, they take control over your life. Niccolò Machiavelli didn't ask you to fear your enemies, because enemies are obvious. They show their intentions. You can prepare for them, but the real danger comes from those who stand close to you without truly standing for you. If you want to protect your future, you must learn to observe people carefully, not by their words, but by their actions. Not by how they treat you when everything is easy, but by how they respond when things go wrong, because that is where truth reveals itself. So make a decision today. Stop choosing people emotionally. Start choosing them wisely, because in the end, your life is not shaped by how hard you work. It is shaped by who you trust. If this video made you think, even for a moment, tell us in the comments, have you ever experienced someone like this in your life? Your perspective might help someone else see the truth. If you enjoy deep insights on human nature, life lessons, and powerful ideas that shape your mindset, make sure to subscribe to Quotes of Vitality. Like this video if it added value to your thinking, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Thank you for watching till the end.